What's up, everybody? It is your boy TGK back with another reaction video. Today I want to try something different, line up the mood. Everything has been basketball related. Today I want to react to one of my favorite YouTubers that always do like commentary on specific items that's going on in the world. Today is a unique topic about a scammer, especially a scammer coin called the AugustTheDuck coin. So definitely want to check this video out. Again, enough of the fluff. Let's get to the stuff. Here we go. So if you don't know, Tuah girl ended up scamming damn near all of her fans over this coin, you know, and just all over their fandom. She just all over them and just took all their money. You know what I'm saying? So let's go and check this out. This video is by AugustTheDuck. Salute to AugustTheDuck, man. He always makes great videos. Always enjoy his stuff. So I have not watched this. It's going to be a blind reaction. So let's get to it.
Today's launch day. Woot woot. My Hawk meme coin is live.
Today we're breaking down the AugustTheDuck scam.
Well, guys, shocking things are happening. Today we are talking about something that I think literally...
Y'all go follow him at, what is that? August. Okay, follow him there, man. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. But imagine putting money into a meme coin, thinking that you were going to get rich after seeing what Logan Paul has done, what all these other crypto people have done by rug pulling the F out of you with a coin. Like, you're part of the blame, honestly. Just like all the dudes that be paying for OnlyFans. Anyway, let's keep it going.
Every person on the planet saw coming. It was really just a question of how long is it going to take? Not very long was the answer, apparently. AugustTheDuck, spit on that thing. 6 words that turned a girl's life upside down and made her a millionaire for reasons I still really can't comprehend. If you don't know who...
We make anybody famous these days, man. Anybody can say the dumbest things and get famous. If y'all got something dumb I can say to get famous, hit me up in my Discord. It's free. Give me a phrase to say, where to say it, who to say it to, and I'll go do it, and we'll see if I get famous off of that.
Who Haley Welch, aka the AugustTheDuck girl, is at this point. Honestly, hats off to you. Seriously, that's kind of fucking impressive. Earlier this year, the girl you're looking at right now, Haley Welch, found herself on one of those stupid social media street interview channels, and when asked to describe a move that makes a man go crazy in bed, she replied you gotta give him the AugustTheDuck, spit on that thing. And for some reason, her describing what is honestly just common courtesy during a blowjob made her into like an actual celebrity. And when I say an actual celebrity, I kind of mean it. Like, yeah, a lot of people have gotten, quote, famous for going viral on the internet. But for some reason, a reason I still don't know, people, like, really liked this. And the AugustTheDuck shit took over the world. To the point where she was getting paid, like, appearance fees, showing up to random events around the country. She got her own podcast. All different kinds of shit happened to this woman for seemingly no reason.
It is still pretty fascinating how it happened. Like at the time when it happened, I thought it was, oh, this is funny, it's hilarious. I just didn't think it would have gotten to this point where the fame and notoriety and appearances would have came out of it. But again, this is the social media world that we're in, so anything can happen. Literally anything can happen. This is the American dream, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't get it. I'll never get it. But as with anybody who gets famous in a manner like this one, the timer began. If you didn't know, anybody who gets famous like this overnight, like when you become a genuine overnight celebrity, a timer starts that you might not even know about. It's the countdown to when you do one of 3 things. You either 1, become a political grifter, 2, you start an OnlyFans, or 3, you find yourself part of a crypto scam. If you...
Hey, on point, bro. A political grifter. Lord, man, damn, that was a good one. Yeah, I remember the girl that was on the plane where she was pointing out that she was seeing aliens. She's become a political grifter. Anybody that be getting notorieties, the easy thing to do is to go to OnlyFans and make money there, and then the other thing is scamming you on a crypto coin. Right on point, ladies and gentlemen.
If you manage to outlast this timer, I don't really know what happens. Like, I think you might honestly just die or something. I don't think it's ever been done before. When you get famous for nothing, and that's nothing with an asterisk, something's got to give eventually, right? When your claim to fame is saying, I like to spit on dick, realistically, you can only ride that for so long, right? So when things start to slow down, you're like, shit, well, okay, I've got to do something. Now, this might be TMI, but I'm going to say it anyways. I feel like if I were in this situation, if my claim to fame was saying I like to give sloppy blowjobs, I feel like there's a more obvious career route of those three things I mentioned, but I guess crypto scamming was, because that's exactly what Haley Welch, aka the Hawk Tuba Girl, has found herself mixed up with recently. Real quick,
for those that don't know much about how like wallets and clusters and supply is done on coins, like you see this little bubble over here? Well, for you it'd be over there. See that little bubble? Basically, all the supply was in one big cluster, and it's really complex to explain it. I'm not that crazy into crypto. I dabble into some stuff, but seeing that most of the supply was in that big old bubble right there, stupid. So stupid.
Quick before we get into all of that, though, I would like to apologize if I sound a bit nasally in this video, okay? I have been visited by the fuck you have a stuffy nose now fairy, so please bear with me. Earlier this week, Haley Welch launched a meme coin called Hawk, which I feel like, to absolutely nobody's surprise, ended up being a massive rug pull. It's a tale as old as time. A coin is created for some sort of viral moment or internet celebrity. The creators, or the foundation in this situation, hold basically the entire supply of the meme coin. They hype it up, they distribute some of it to people on the inside, and then the rug pulling begins. Now, I want to go on record saying that if you lost money to the Hawk Tuah coin, I feel like you've got to be kind of stupid. Now, that might come off kind of harsh, but I mean, I don't give a shit. At some point, we've really got to stop calling this stuff a scam, okay? We're going to talk about some of the details of this later on, and a big part of this is that apparently they were reaching out to people with no sort of experience in this kind of, quote, investing. So those are the people that got preyed on, but I mean, honestly, still no sympathy. Somebody reaches out to you and is like, hey, you remember like 6 months ago when a girl got famous for saying Hawk Tuah? Okay, imagine if that was a stock. Are you with me? Okay, now imagine if that stock had no regulation whatsoever and had no intrinsic value. Are you ready to make an early withdrawal from your 401k?
Let me see. So 21% community fund, 20% free claim of Haley's fans, web to fully unlock on TGE, 30% reserve, 17% strategic allocation, fully unlocked on TGE, 10% Haley lock, 12 months lock, huh? 3-year linear vest, 2% free public allocation, fully unlocked on tokenomics or not. These coins, man. Why people invest into these people? It blows my mind. It blows my mind for real. Like, there's never been one token that I've seen, and I've seen plenty that I was ever interested. Like, whenever it's a celebrity or someone, like I just don't, bro. Their intentions are never for you. Their intentions are never to help you. Their intentions are always for them to get richer and for them to be better off than you were. And then forever who contributes to this, you're at fault. You're the reason why you're out of money and they have more money because of it. Like, you're to blame. The community is to blame to keep falling for these celebrities that shouldn't be celebrities doing this stuff to you.
I mean, holy shit, how do you hear anything like that and be like, you know what, that's the future? Now, is that the exact pitch they gave them? Is that how it went down for everybody? Probably not. But, I mean, I've just got to be honest with myself here, guys. I don't believe that anybody who was talked into investing into this shit was going to be putting their money to good use otherwise. Is that unfair of me to say? Maybe. Okay, maybe it is. But, I mean, at some point, I feel like we've got to step back and be like, okay, yes, we can acknowledge that it's a horrible, terrible, shitty thing to do to run a crypto scam. We really need to start regulating this shit so these people go to prison for this. Facts. However, if you get talked into buying the
facts, it does need to get regulated. Like the people like Logan Paul and all these folks, they just get away with this stuff, man, and they never get held accountable. But it's also the people's fault for buying into this. We found 285 investors joined Hawk pre-sale. 89% of wallets sold 100%. 89 wallets sold 100%. 47 wallets sold over 50%, and 19 wallets sold less than 50%. 130 wallets sold 0. Total sold 3.3 mil.
The Hawk Tuah coin, probably for the best. If you were convinced that a cryptocurrency themed after an internet meme was a way for you to like 100 times your money, I mean, you probably needed to learn that that's not the case through experience. Because clearly you're going.
And they were going after people that didn't know much about crypto. So they were preying on people that weren't aware of how crypto works and completely took advantage of them. That's preying on people. That's horrible, bro.
Gullible enough to believe that. So somebody telling you it's not going to happen is not going to be enough. You have to see it with your own eyes. You have to lose the money to be like, okay, maybe 10% a year. Maybe those returns are good enough for me. Now, I know that crypto is super foreign to a lot of people. I'm not the biggest crypto guy myself. And in the talks that CoffeeZilla had with these guys, they literally said that they were targeting people who knew nothing about the crypto market. So I'm not trying to be too harsh. Obviously, the real blame falls on the people orchestrating this scam. But still, blindly buying into something just because somebody tells you you're going to make a lot of money and doing absolutely no research into what you're buying, kind of hard to even call that a scam, really. With my rant out of the way, however, let's dive a little bit deeper into what actually happened here. I'm not necessarily going to be going super in-depth on all of this stuff. If you want that, you should really just go watch CoffeeZilla's video diving into this stuff. In this video, I really want to talk more about Miss Hawk Tuah herself, because that's just what I'm more interested in. But I will try and give you the basics of what went down. Real quick, if you don't know what a rug pull or a pump and dump is, it's basically when a large group of people or some sort of entity buys up a large amount of stock, or in this case, a cryptocurrency. They artificially inflate the price somehow, usually by making false promises about future performance, and then once they've got enough people to buy into it, therefore raising the stock price, they sell all of their holdings, leaving the people that they tricked into buying this stock or cryptocurrency to raise the price with a worthless or severely devalued holding. In the stock market, this is illegal. In the crypto market, you can basically do it consequence free. Okay, well, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration. People do go to jail for this kind of stuff, but it's a lot easier to get away with than it is for stocks, which has led many people, oftentimes other social media influencers, to be in a similar position as Miss Hawk Tuah is now, where they find themselves in the midst of a crypto scam, and you've got to wonder, did they really know what they were getting themselves into? Generally, people in the business of scamming or deceiving don't draw too many lines. Is it possible that Miss Hawk Tuah was tricked into doing this, or was not given the full story? I think that's probably pretty likely. However, I don't really think it makes much of a difference, because similarly to how I was giving people shit for not doing research before they buy a shitcoin, you've got to do your research before you make one.
Facts. Big facts. So like how much can you be upset with people? I mean, I feel like at this point, crypto has become household. I don't even think it's as foreign as he made it seem out to be. You know what crypto is. And if you didn't buy Bitcoin back then when it was actually foreign, why would you buy something now from Miss Hawk Tuah? Like, why? Why would you do that to yourself? You know? I don't know.
Especially when you're promised 50% of the net proceeds that this shitcoin makes, which was part of the agreement between the Hawk Tuah girl and the people who made this coin for her. 50% is a lot of money. You've got to wonder where she was thinking this money was coming from if she didn't know it was a rug pull. She was also apparently paid an advance of $125,000 just to be a part of this. On top of this, they were charging crazy fees to buy the coin, generating more revenue for the people behind this, promising that nobody on the inside was receiving these coins without buying them fair and square, which was like immediately proven to not be true. So with all this money being promised, all this money exchanging hands, all these shady practices being employed that Haley should have known about, I'm sure it's going to lead a lot of people to think that she knew exactly what was going on from the start. And look, I don't really care either way. She should be held responsible either way. But personally, I just don't think that's what happened here. I mean, I've seen an episode of the Hawk Tuah podcast. I say this, and I mean it in the nicest way I can. I don't think Haley is really up to the task of pulling something like this off. Interpret that how you'd like to, but you know what I'm saying. No,
I get what he's saying. But I don't even know if I want to say it. I don't want to say it, but I get what he's saying, man. This is Yeah, I'm just withhold comment on that.
Not only does this seem like something she really wouldn't know how to do, I think it'd also just be fucking hilarious if she had no idea. That's kind of mean to say, I guess, because like this is something pretty serious she got herself wrapped up in. But I mean, that's her fault. You got greedy. You went for the easy money. This is what happens. Everybody knew something like this was coming for her. She just made sure the prophecies were true. Also, if you just listen to the way that she's been talking about all this stuff, it's like she's just too bold. Real quick, I'm going to play you a couple of clips from the Twitter space where everybody was talking about this in, and just tell me if you think this sounds like somebody who is fully aware that they are contributing to pulling off a massive scam.
Hey,
that's a good point. Before I play it, she's very it comes off a little bit like oblivious to the fact of how big this is, like how scammy it is, how many people you affected by us, and it's like, lackadaisical, I don't know. Check it out.
This is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
So I'm sort of curious, like, not for the token price itself, but just in terms of the fact that there's fees that are being generated, there's an actual, like,
Hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Well, hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, so not only is announcing your bedtime in the middle of you getting called out for scamming millions of dollars the funniest fucking thing a person has ever done. I nearly shit myself laughing the first time I heard this. The way she just immediately confronts CoffeeZilla, it's just so funny. I think the entire space lasted for like just over an hour, and not once during the entire time does she say anything productive or meaningful. It's either random outbursts, just off the cuff shit like I just showed you, or things she is clearly reading off a piece of paper. Like, it's just that Dog Holloway guy talking for most of the space. At no point is Haley like chiming in, proving that she has any idea whatsoever what's going on. She's just kind of there because the coin's named after her, it seems. And like, again, don't get me wrong, that's not an excuse. She needs to be held accountable for this shit, and hopefully this will deplatform her. But truthfully, in my heart, I feel like she had no fucking clue what was going on here. Like, this is just what internet fame is now. When you're not quite marketable enough for a TV show or a movie, they're just gonna make you famous on the internet. You get a podcast, you get a weird dating app I think she has, and then you get your own crypto scam. Like, seriously, I don't know who was facilitating this shit. Like, I honestly have no clue what agencies around the world are making this kind of stuff happen, but I know they exist. These days, you get one really viral video on the internet, and like 2 weeks later, you have a podcast in a professional studio. I know that somebody's behind the scenes making this shit happen. Like the Costco guys, they make a dozen stupid videos shopping around Costco, then they get a podcast, they're on Jimmy Fallon. I think they're like wrestlers now. There are people behind the scenes pulling the fucking strings here, guys. These people are not like internet influencers in this sense that they're just some people who make content and they happen to blow up. This is all orchestrated, and I think the people being orchestrated are sometimes just fucking clueless.
Also, her podcast is with the Better app, which is something Jake Paul is a part of, so I think there's some correlation there. I mean, why wouldn't Jake Paul jump on this trend of getting the Tuah girl her own podcast? So I think there's some correlation though. But anyway, let's continue.
Does that excuse it? No, not at all. I just think that's what's happening here. Well, guys, what do you think? Do you think Miss Tuah knew this was a scam? Do you think she was tricked? Do you think it's a little bit of both? One thing that I will say is I think that crypto is one of those things that the people in the know, if you will, really overestimate how many people are in the know, I guess. Like, seriously, go ask your mom, your uncle, a cousin, whoever. Just ask them what they know about crypto and see if it goes beyond they know what a Bitcoin is, kind of. Or they've heard of it. There's no like...
That's a good perspective. I mean, I don't know. I will. I'm actually going to. I'll actually ask some people in my family, but I think they're aware of it. I think they just know it's something that's just on the internet. It's something that you can't even go buy. You can't, it's not currency like in the form of a dollar bill. So it's because you can't touch it, it's not something that they're aware of, but they're aware of it. They just don't know it in the know. So I guess he's making a damn good point here. So maybe I should just shut the fuck up.
Like standard curriculum in the United States for investing, a lot of people don't even know how to buy a stock in the stock market.
All right, that's true. That's true. That's true. People do not know.
It was one of those things that a lot of people just have no clue about. So you go up to a 22-year-old and say, hey, tie your name to this and we'll give you hundreds of thousands of dollars and your fans will make a bunch of money too. A person who knows nothing more about the crypto market than Bitcoin used to be worth nothing and now it's worth $100,000 is probably going to be like, fuck yeah, sign me up. I won't say this again because I'm about to end the video, but obviously that doesn't excuse doing this. Does it explain it though? Maybe. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button.
Yeah, y'all go check out the homie AugustTheDuck. But yeah, man, I just think a lot of this stuff is just scummy. I think preying on people's lack of understanding of what this is, because whoever Hawk Tuah's audience is, I have no idea who. I mean, obviously it's a big audience, but I don't know who's like enjoying the content, like the podcast. I know Mark Cuban was on one of them. Dear God, like I am not going to review that as a Mavericks fan, but I just don't get it sometimes, right? Like just because you say something crazy, all of a sudden you're famous and now you have this fan base and like who's actually the fans? Is it just men again, falling prey for the whole OnlyFans perspective out of this? Or is it actually people that enjoy her stuff? And that's where I'm interested in to know. But also for people to always keep falling for these scams, it's just, you hear it time and time and again, and this is unfortunate. I mean, you got all these big names like KSI, Logan Paul, now Hawk Tuah, and so many other celebrities that keep rug pulling you out of your stock, out of your money. And it's like, is somebody going to learn, bro? Somebody going to learn eventually. And I don't know. I just don't think there's any morality anymore. There's no integrity anymore. Like, are you a legit person? Are you honest? Are you real with the people that do support you? Like, it's like a problem. It's a problem, or it's a visual of a bigger problem that's going on. Or this is like a microcosm of a bigger issue. Is everyone so money hungry, bro? And so fortunate. Anyway, it's been your boy TGK. Let me know if y'all enjoyed this style of content. Obviously, I'll keep doing my math stuff. But if I want me to react to other items, news, controversies that's going on, definitely check out the Discord down below. Let me know. Send me some videos you want me to check out, man. Anyway, it's been your boy TGK. Appreciate y'all being here. Leave a like, subscribe, consider becoming a member, and we are out. Adios.